Hours in radio.
Rules in action. It's up to each one of us to know the rules and follow them. Follow.
All systems go.
The Morning Edge.
With Fox 2's Vic Faust, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Eric Johnson.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show on this Thursday. It is May 19th, 8:01 is our time. Good morning, everybody. We welcome everybody into the show, no matter where you're listening. We know we have listeners all over the place, throughout the state of Missouri, throughout this country. Even sometimes they check in from across seas, and of course, we appreciate that. Okay, you know what to do. The phone number on the show, 636-695-2915, 636-695-2915. You're listening to the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. It is The Edge, 100.7 The Viper. You can jump in on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show as well. You can always stream us, as always, at viperrocks.com. All right, Chris Knight's here. I'm Vic Faust. We're in studio today. Angela's not here today. Eric will join us at some point in time.
Angela's not coming back.
Can I get... Angela's not coming back.
She's not coming back.
Well, hold on a second. Let me...
All right.
Hey, I know. It's like, remember yesterday the headset? I forgot to bring in my new headset.
Yeah.
I can't hear. It's like I need to put this headset on for the dramatic pause so that we can... Well, come on, headset. Come on, as we welcome everybody in. I think it was this thing. It was only a matter of time where... It was going to eventually.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I'm kind of coming in and out.
There's probably another one over there.
It's kind of like my brain on some of the days where it's kind of in and out. We got a lot of big news, and you dropped the.
I did.
Dropped the headline there. While I'm getting the headset, and we still only have. We'll have to do this later because we're just now welcoming people into the show. You just said, Angels, while I go get another headset, can you kind of explain what happened? You kind of threw it out there. I wasn't ready for this.
You aren't? That's okay.
Let me go grab my other headset.
All right. Grab another headset. Check in the locker. Let's see here. So we're going to talk about the show this morning on Angela's situation, where Eric is. It's Vic and I in the studio this morning. Eric will be here shortly, but I think we have to address our other co-host that has taken jobs other places.
Sorry to leave you alone there. I'm back online now.
I think that's only fair, right?
Wait, I'm following you, boss. I think
it's only
you.
Fair.
Yeah. What did you say? I just came back up.
We have to explain why Angela's not here.
Okay, well, first of all, coming up at 8:20.
Okay.
We'll break at 8:15. Coming up at 8:20, we're going to talk with Dave Schatz, continue the Senate interviews. He is the president of the President Pro Tem of the Missouri Senate. I thought Vic got canned for a second. That's awesome. Yeah, live on air.
Yeah.
You're gone. You're fired.
You're fired.
At 8:20. Then at 9 o'clock, Nathan Pillar's going to join us to talk about just an amazing Memorial Day weekend coming up this weekend, celebrating veterans. It's going to be going on in Washington, Missouri. So that will come up here as well. All right. Interesting. So jump on in. Appreciate everybody jumping into the show. I said Chris is here. Chris Knight's here, Vic Faust, and that's your crew for today. And then Chris said Angela's not here.
Yeah.
But did you make it, before you talk about Angela, did you make a final decision? Have you spoken with her or?
No, it's she made her own decision.
Okay. Okay, so I guess you could let everybody know what she did, because apparently before she talked to me yesterday, she talked to you.
Yeah, I mean, she's taken jobs other places, and they're not in this state. So Angela would have to be gone for like a month at a time, which doesn't work for us. And it doesn't work for most employers. So she pretty much made her own decision. We hope her the best. So I think she's doing stuff with NASCAR or something. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Well, Angela told me yesterday. TF is going on this morning. What a great line, Tommy. I love it. Okay, so what Angela said yesterday, and I guess, but the only thing I felt weird about, Chris, is the fact that when I left yesterday,
Yeah.
she just said, well, you guys decide. So I guess you decided.
I decided when you were sitting in here with her.
Okay. And then but just in case if she was listening.
Dehired, Robert says.
Yeah, because you're not, you're not a jerk. And it's not, I just wanted to make sure that wasn't done.
Angela's not a jerk. She just has
Correct.
other things going on.
Angela grabbed me after the show yesterday. She's like, hey, I've already spoke to Chris. I just wanted to talk to you about this a little bit. I was going to be gone a lot, or I needed to be gone a lot during the month of June because I have other jobs that I need to go and do. I'm going to do some stuff for the NASCAR race that's going to be here in town. I said, oh, like another job? And she said, yeah. And she's like, then I'm going to be gone in Nashville for a week, the week after that. And I didn't even ask what that was about.
I think it has something to do with NASCAR.
In Nashville?
I think. Some kind of racing or something.
So I said, oh, so you're going to be gone? She's like, well, I was going to be gone most of June. And she's like, so I was thinking maybe I just come back in July.
Sorry.
You're laughing. And I'm like, oh, so I look at Chris because I was throwing, what? I said, well, when does this all start? When would you? She's like, I said, well, when would your last day be before you go? She said, today. I'm like, today? Today was last day? So I don't know. Maybe she wanted to come back. Maybe she didn't. That's fine.
I don't think she liked me too much.
But then anyway, Chris, the boss man, kind of made the decision there, I guess, in regards to she made it. And then Chris just said, well, she made the decision. I mean, she's got other jobs that she needs to go do. So, I mean, if you choose, if you can't be here because you have other jobs,
you got to do what you got to do.
Chris just said, yeah, exactly. And no problem.
Right.
Nothing bad, nothing.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah. Absolutely. John just says the Nashville Super Speedway is right outside the studio. So we wish her the best. Absolutely.
That's right.
She loves Trans Ams. She loves fast cars. She likes engines and everything under the hood. And if this is an opportunity for Angela to move on, fantastic.
Hey, do what you got to do.
More power to her.
That's right.
The Edge kickstarts careers.
Nick Tony says, when can I start?
Who? Nick Tony. Do you have a wig? Can you say you've got a high voice?
That's right.
So
Lynn says, what did Eric do to her?
Eric did nothing to her. So anyway, that's what happened. And Chris is like, well, Vic, we just had a chance to talk about it quickly. Vic, what jobs do people work where they can go in
well, I mean, think about
to the
it.
boss and say, hey, I need to take a month off.
Right.
You know, I got some other jobs to do.
Right. I mean, could you imagine going
I'll
to
come
Fox
back
2?
in July.
Could you go to Fox 2 and say, hey, boss, yeah, I'm going to need next month off. I'll be back in July. How would that work out for you?
You're fired. Well, we wish you the best.
It just is what it is.
So yeah, we wish
good
Angela.
luck.
Yes. So we obviously wish Angela the best if she's listening, and go from there. We cover all topics. Jay says, "Don't think the topics, especially political, was her cup of tea." Lots of dead air from her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was the girl before Angela? That was
The militant midget. I'm just kidding.
Tabitha.
That was Tabitha.
So that's what's going on with Angela. So, Chris, you just kind of threw. I'm glad you did it, but I had no idea you were ready to do that. I wasn't prepared, so we're just kind of going with the flow.
I want to be fair to our listeners. Hey, where's Angela? Hey, where's Angela? Where, you know what I mean?
Instead of saying, "Oh, she's off."
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to be honest.
Does Angela know she's not coming back in July?
I think she does now.
Okay. All right.
Did you hear about the jumping worms?
I did hear about the jumping
my.
words.
We're going to have to talk about that this morning.
We got all kinds of people that want to jump into the show now. John Parker. Joe Patterson says leaves more time to nap for her now. Well, that's the other. She was driving from a long distance away to get here. She was driving right back home to sleep.
Yep.
Then trying to start her day. We know she spends a lot of time in the outfield upper terrace pregame shows. So
speaking of football games did you watch last night?
Which game?
Cardinals.
Yeah, I did. I
Ugh.
watched it. But don't get
We
me
need
started.
some pitchers, man.
Well, it's not just we need hitting more than we
Damn
need
it.
pitching. The freaking hitters are just. Ugh. We had basically 2 runs the entire game until Arnado hit a 2-run shot late. However, they've got issues. They can't beat good teams, and I'm not trying to spoil on the Cardinals. I'm just telling you. You know, I've been frustrated with the Cardinals all season with their offense
They got to make some changes
because they're inconsistent as hell. Tyler O'Neill is a disaster.
They got to send him back.
He's got to go back,
He's
just
got to
like
go back.
freaking play Pujols every day if you need to. I mean, he's hitting over 260. I
How
mean,
about him?
I don't
He
care
broke
if
a
he's
record yesterday.
yeah, I don't care if he's 50 years old. he's going to give you a better professional at bat than
Yeah.
Tyler O'Neill is. I don't care. Put Pujols in somewhere. Hell, Goldschmidt could play outfield. Just have him stand out there. He became 10th on the all-time hits list in regards to also being top 5, top 6 home run hitting list. The guy's been amazing. Thankfully, he was a Cardinal. I still think he's about 4 years older than what he's supposed to be, but he still looks amazing. So yes. Okay, Pam says, we know you guys always have a plan B. So who do you have in mind, Chris? I don't know. This literally just happened.
Yeah.
There is no plan in place yet.
But,
It's a Thursday,
but you might be surprised.
and then we'll have a free for all Friday. We'll see. Yeah, see if Jane Duker can fill in until
Yeah.
she beats Paige.
Yeah, we'll call Jane.
Well, Jane would be absolutely
Phenomenal.
but she doesn't have time. And I don't think Chris could afford Jane.
Oh, I think we could. But would Jane come all the way to the studio?
No, she doesn't have
Not from
time.
St. Louis?
No, she lives in St. Louis County.
Yeah.
I don't think she would do that. But by the way, coming up at 8:20, we're going to talk with Dave Schatz.
John Parker.
What?
You see what he put?
No.
He's funny.
Oh, color up the studio once a week. Ha 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 ha. John.
John.
John, we've got enough testosterone in this room every day as it is. Even Brendan, who comes in and does the board, is a man. Eric Johnson's in. Eric, we're going to go to break because in like 2 minutes, but Chris just dropped the bomb regarding Angela.
Where's the chick?
Yeah.
Where's
the chick.
Where'd she go?
Did Chris
She leave? Did she leave?
Some are asking what you did.
No, they're not. Only one person.
I just let a little bomb drop. The militant midget has asked to come back to this show.
Oh, my God. Eric.
Call her up right now and ask her.
Eric, stop it.
Go ahead. It's not even up to her. It's up to someone else. But she said where she's at right now is horrible.
Oh,
Wow. We're dropping
okay.
bombs
You are really dropping bombs for people who are familiar with the show. People who don't know the show might be tuned in or clueless.
Oh, could you imagine the militant midget coming back here?
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Is
Now,
something going on that I don't know about?
I don't know.
Maybe. Look at that face.
And how'd the Cardinals do last night?
Yeah, how'd the Cards do?
Glenn says
No, look,
Nancy Drew
look.
would be a good fit. Crystal Cooper says I'm available.
Look,
Um,
Angela was cool. But
Michelle says, what have I missed?
yeah, Angela was cool, but it would be like having Greg Allman join Van Halen. It just it didn't work out very well, you know. Greg Allman was killer. Van Halen was killer, but bringing them together just. And she wanted to talk about other, weird stuff like knitting and whatever in the cars and all that. We just didn't. No, is she gone for good?
Chris made the decision on air, but
Okay.
and it's nothing bad. We explained it. We gave. She's got other jobs, and we want her to
Yeah.
be successful as well.
Absolutely.
And her love is
I like it.
doing like the the pregame stuff or
Yeah.
cars,
She's
fast
kind of
cars.
she's like Miss Congeniality. That's what she's like. She's like you give her a microphone and she smiles and she gets people to play the cornholio up.
which is funny because it's kind of like her alter ego.
I know.
Usually, 'cause she's like,
I know, and she hates people. So it's really weird.
Robert, if we had free lunch to give, I'd give it to you.
I love Angela.
She's time traveling.
Yeah, I love Angela. You're right. She loves that stuff, like the Art Bell stuff, the late night George Horry kind of stuff. She loves that.
Joe says,
String theory?
What about Mark Drew? He never agrees with anything on this.
I know. I don't know what Mark Drew Harris is going to do now. Because he was in love with Angela.
Oh, no. He's already come out today and said something.
What did he say?
I did.
I don't know. Maybe I couldn't remember. Was she asleep? Well, here's the deal. We got to take a break because we'll continue this talk. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come back with Dave Schatz, another Senate candidate. Very, very, very qualified. Has done a lot. Super, super successful businessman as well. People may not know what he and his family have done as well. You never know. There's about 23% undecided. Polls didn't have him leading, but he's up there, and he's from the Sullivan area. So when we come back, we'll talk with Dave Schatz coming 9 o'clock. We'll also have another guest to talk about some great, top-notch Memorial Day situations going on in the area. Eric, are you going to do Peggy, pull your leggy birthdays?
No, I don't care about
I'll do those.
I pretended to care about the birthdays. Whatever.
So we got to take a break. We'll come back with Dave Schatz. You're listening to The Edge with Eric Johnson, Chris Knight. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Jumping on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. Back more with Dave Schatz. And, of course, we got a lot going on. Who knows? Maybe Chris has hired somebody. Ooh. Maybe Chris has hired somebody from the past.
Maybe just to
Don't
refer
go anywhere.
Just to refer to John Parker real fast. Maybe if you get Trump's endorsement, you will win.
Back with more. Back with more right after this.
Morning traffic. Some stop-and-go traffic 70 eastbound from Lake St. Louis Boulevard over to Highway K. East of that, no problems traveling east through St. Peter's and then over the Blanchette Bridge. Road work continues tonight on the Blanchette Bridge. 2 eastbound lanes will close around 8 o'clock this evening until about 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. 6440 traffic moving in St. Charles County, but jams in the Chesterfield area over to 141. That's from an earlier accident in Town and Country. 44 eastbound jams at Bowles from a crash, and 55 a slow go through the construction zone trying to get into downtown. Delays traveling eastbound on 270 just east of 367 from road work that lasts until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose, and that's your Edge Morning Traffic.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Hey, you! Ever wanted to learn a language like French or Spanish or even Norwegian, but thought it'd be too difficult or time-consuming? Then try Babbel. Quick 10-minute lessons.
Siesta.
Bambola. Games, podcasts, even live online classes with a real teacher.
Hola, clase.
In no time, chatting about real-life topics will feel, well, effortless. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
Every 40 seconds, someone in the United States has a stroke. Strokes are the leading cause of death and serious disability nationwide and around the world, but it doesn't have to be. Knowing the signs and symptoms of a stroke and taking quick action by calling 911 to get to a hospital like Barnes Jewish St. Peter's or Progress West for fast, accurate treatments is critical. Learn more about strokes and see if you're at risk by visiting bjc.org/stroke. That's bjc.org/stroke.
When it comes to pellet grilling, the true heroes of the hopper savor the process as much as they savor the result. Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets can be used on any pellet grill and add bold, smoky wood flavor to any meal. No preservatives or artificial flavors. Kingsford hardwood pellets keep the temperature consistent for an even heat, so you can cook as low and slow as you want. Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets. Kingsford.com.
Hey, Brian Dawson here. Folks, Brian Dawson Roofing and Construction is a roofing company dedicated to excellence and quality. We are very familiar with working with insurance as well as uninsured roofing needs. We do room additions, small roofs, big roofs, steep roofs, flat roofs, residential and commercial. So hey, if you have any roofing or construction needs, call me, Brian Dawson.
Learn more by visiting BrianDawsonRoofing.com or call 636-465-9465. That's 465-9465.
Hello, Discover here. To explain our cash back match, here's how it works. We give you cash back for using your Discover card on the things you were going to buy anyway. Then we match that cash back in your first year. And that's why we call it Cashback Match. Now to recap and say cashback one more time. We match all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It is The Edge. The always evolving. As the edge turns.
As the stomach turns.
Yeah, Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Appreciate everybody jumping in. You know what we do here. It's always separate the fact from the fiction, entertaining you, making those mornings go fast because it is there. You can join us on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. As always, share the show. You can always stream us as well. ViperRocks.com. You can always give us a call if you want to as well. Heck, we got topics you want to talk about. Jump on in. The phone number 636-695-2915. Also, you guys are something. We got Dave Schatz. He's going to be giving us a call here in just a second. Chris dropped a bomb on us this morning.
Yeah, he did.
Let's
call Angela up and just have it like
Angela told us yesterday, at least told me, she needed to go work other jobs for the next month in June. She said she was going to be gone in June.
Yeah.
To go work other jobs.
The whole month.
So she wanted to come back in July.
Yeah.
And I said, so when will this happen in June? And she's like, today.
I wish I had a camera.
I'm like,
to
today.
Take a picture of
I was
your
like,
face.
it's May 18th.
Yeah.
I was like, what? You want to leave now? So maybe she wants to sleep. And it's good. And we love Angela and we wish her the best.
We should call her and get an exit interview.
She's sleeping.
Exit interview.
Yeah. Let the people at Facebook
the
comment.
exit interviews. Well, see, Mark says, how unprofessional. Mark Drew.
He's probably talking about us.
No. Well, it would probably apply, but he's talking about
He likes us.
He was talking about her. So that's what's going on.
I remember in broadcasting when I used to do this for real. I used to have so many. I had a main gig on radio.
Time out. What did you? Wait a second.
I worked when I was corporate number 1615738.
Time out. You just said when you used to do this for real?
For real.
What do you do?
Because I used to be in
What
the
do you
union.
do now?
I used to be in the union up in Seattle, and I had a corporate number for Clear Channel, and I was a part number 161536889 with a 15-minute smoke break and a lunch break and the whole 9 yards. And you would come in and you would do your job. But I remember that you never seemed to make enough money at your main job, so you always had those side hustle jobs. I mean, I used to engineer the Seattle Supersonics games back in the day. I used to go out of town and follow the Sonics around. So it's to me, Angela's. I just don't think she wanted to do it. You know what I mean?
It just wasn't her cup of tea.
It wasn't her cup of tea. So that's
getting up early in the morning and driving 45 minutes.
And she was honest about that.
Probably wouldn't be my cup of tea either.
Yeah.
She was honest.
That's
about
a no
that.
harm,
She's
no
like, "Man,
foul
I'm
situation."
She's like, I'm not a morning person.
No, and she
Dave Schatz owns a business. Does she need a job?
Ask him.
Dave Schatz would hire.
Are you hiring Dave?
You bet we are.
Dave, Chris was curious. I mean, you and your family have had a very successful business, which you can tell us about in just a moment. But our previous co-host asked for the entire month of June off and said that she would come back in July. and I said, well, when would it start? She said, today, and that was yesterday. Chris says, how many people can go into their boss and say, hey, I got some other jobs I need to work for the next month. I'll come back in July. Would that work with your company?
Well, I tell you what, in the position we are right now, sometimes you might say, yeah.
That's true. Hey, joining us on the phone is the president of the Missouri Senate, Dave Schatz. You may have saw his interview on Fox 2 that we did when we were previewing the candidates for the Missouri Senate. Dave, we appreciate you joining us today. He represents the 26th Senatorial District. You guys had a wild end to session. Now I think a lot of your attention focuses on this Senate race, as we asked you on TV before. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. I brought up your business and who you are.
Sure, appreciate that, Vic. Yeah, no, I've spent the last 12 years in the Missouri legislature, the last 8 in the Missouri Senate, and the last 4 years as President Pro Tem. But the real job that I'm a utility contractor by trade. We've been in the utility contracting business. My aunt and uncle started a business in 1982 that we currently continue to run, that family business today. And so that's what I really do. But at the end of the day, I am seeking, office to serve in the United States Senate. I think that the background that I have as a business person, small business guy, knowing what it takes and to provide jobs. We provide jobs for over 100 plus families in our utility contracting business here, and I think that's the kind of folks that ultimately, at the end of the day, need to be in Washington, D.C., and we don't need any more attorneys and people that don't fix problems, that perpetuate problems.
It's a true story. We were talking about this and looking. It's such a national story. Everybody running for national office, whether it's the House or the Senate, they need to have that that approval from Donald Trump. Have you reached out to the Trump campaign or Donald Trump and asked, look, this is what I represent in Missouri. I would love to have your endorsement. Have you reached out to them yet?
No, again, I think President Trump obviously still is a strong political force when it comes to our political party. But I have not personally reached out to the Trump administrator, former president, as to seeking that endorsement. Again, I would welcome that if we had the opportunity to visit with President Trump. But again, we've have not made that attempt to reach out to him. I know that there are a number of candidates that are chasing that endorsement. I think it's obviously, like I said, I believe President Trump still has a lot of ability to influence at this given time. But again, we've not personally made that attempt, but I think hopefully we'll make some noise and maybe we'll get an opportunity to get an audience with him and see what he thinks.
Dave, I'm curious if you could let our listeners know, as they'll go to the polls in months ahead, what separates you from a Greitens, a Schmidt, Hartzler?
Well, I think you just need to look back at the results and what I've done in my time in the legislature. I haven't just talked about things. We've actually accomplished things and gotten things done. I truly believe that if you look at Missouri, where we are and what we've done and accomplished under my leadership in the Missouri Senate, we've made this state the most pro-life, pro-police, pro-gun, one of the most pro-gun states in the nation. And again, if you look at that record of results of actually getting things done, we've made historic investments in infrastructure. We've balanced our budget year after year after year. And we've made historic investments, with the amount of resources the federal government sent to Missouri. We've made common sense investments. And again, at the end of the day, and we've cut Missourians' taxes. In my time in the legislature, we've cut Missouri's personal income tax by 20%. Those are the types of things that I think people are looking for. They're wanting people that are actually getting things done, not just fighting and creating problems, but ultimately getting things that's common sense. And people are more concerned about how are you going to make sure that I can afford the energy, to heat my house and drive, the vehicle, the cost of fuel. All of those things are what's really, and how much is milk, eggs, bread. Those things are going to cost me in the future. And how are we going to make sure that people have the opportunity to be able to earn a living? That's the important stuff. But again, I think if you look at what we've done and how we've made Missouri a better business-friendly economy, attracting industry to the state, That's my record of results of getting things done here in the state of Missouri, and I'll take that same approach to Washington, D.C.
I love it, and I think that every single one of the candidates right now has brought something. I think for the candidates that aren't Greitens with that name recognition and with the the bigness of his platform right now, they're going to literally, in my opinion, and I know Vic, I would only want to look at Vic when I say this,
I'm
but
not browbeating you yet.
I think that one of you guys could come out of nowhere if you attacked these cities for St. Louis and Kansas City and the metropolitan areas for being super light on crime. And I think that you guys also should take a lesson from Virginia and go after these schools with the CRT, because these parents are sick of this garbage. I know you've done a lot up to this point. Your resume looks fantastic, but I think you need to come out with as a firebrand. Do you agree with that? That maybe you have to take some of these hot button issues and really just kind of spotlight them, because you're right. Just talking about $6 gas over the horizon might be good. Also, maybe it seems like we don't have one politician in this race that really wants to really just press the needle a little bit.
Well, I think those topics are those are really hot button issues right now, and I don't think any of the candidates in the field that are currently running are obviously going to very, very far from the position of what they believe on CRT. And some of the other issues, the hot topics, the mask mandates, the things that have been going on. I think there's a lot that we probably all have a fairly similar approach to where we believe about those issues. But I do believe what separates us is the fact that, again, what we want to talk to is people at every day that really are more concerned about how are they going to be able to afford, again, to live and make sure that they've got opportunity, to earn a living. And that's going to be the critical stuff that's going to be important, because I think that we're going to see a time that's coming very soon that this economy obviously been running pretty hot right now. And I think that we're going to see a direction because of the policies and the inflation that we're seeing. It's going to get tough out there. And it's going to be, how are we going to navigate through this time, and how are we going to help people be able to survive that is going to be the critical thing. And again, all those other hot button issues, they're very important. But I think very soon we're going to be talking about the stuff that that is going to be affecting their people's everyday lives is going to be more important to them.
Hey, Dave, before we let you go today, what would you like to let the our viewers on Facebook know, maybe our listeners on radio and listeners, obviously, who stream us all over the country, specifically in Missouri, why they should consider you, why they should know about you? Obviously, the Greitens name was notorious for a variety of reasons. Eric Schmidt has made a lot of headlines by prosecuting, which is what prosecutors and attorney generals do. What should people remember about you? Maybe a final takeaway, so to speak.
Well, I think that Vic, here's the bottom line. We're not the most flashy, fancy politician in this race because we're not. But we are the guy that behind the scenes is the person that's got stuff done. I use the analogy. This is my sports analogy. Somebody's got to do the blocking and tackling. And so sending somebody to Washington, D.C. that's going to go in there and fight for Missouri, fight for the lowest budget that we can get from the federal government, but then fight for every dollar to bring back to Missouri, that's not sexy. That doesn't put you on Fox News, and that's not what I'm looking for. What I want to make sure is that I have an environment that my children, my grandchildren have an opportunity to grow up in the state, enjoy the freedoms that I've enjoyed, and make sure that they have the opportunities that I've been able to have in my life. And I think that's the important stuff. And again, I think people want authentic, real people, and that's who I am. At the end of the day, that I'm not looking for running for the next office or becoming, the next president or the next whatever. I just want to go there and make sure that I go and fight for every day for Missourians. And that's what I think is going to be important to people.
Dave's a football guy. And Eric, where are the games won? Where are the football games won?
Defense.
Full. Where are the games won? They're one on the line.
Don't tell me.
They're one on the line. The offensive and defensive line.
I was a pretty good quarterback.
That's exactly.
I was a pretty good quarterback. The line could be all right.
It's the game. Dave's a football. Dave, I just gave up my my coaching career.
Well, you were a tight end, so
I coached offensive line for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Offensive and defensive line is where the game's won. So I appreciate the analogy, Dave, very much so. Hey, thanks for taking some time to join us today on The Edge. Yeah. Hey,
appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
What are you a Blues fan, Cardinals fan by chance?
Am I?
Yeah.
I bleed blue. I bleed red. You absolutely. Hopefully we can get the ship headed in the right direction for the Blues. Tough loss the other night, but hopefully they can straighten that out. And it'll be a late night watching hockey this evening.
Yeah, the AP is reporting that they have now made sure that the ice can't be tilted towards the net that Colorado's skating at. That I just heard that. It's going to be level ice tonight.
Come on, stop it.
Because as we watch, the ice was definitely tilted towards Jordan Bennington. Dave, we appreciate you, man. Thanks again for joining us today.
All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Dave Schatz, U.S. Senate candidate for Missouri, current president pro tem of the Missouri Senate.
Yet another good qualified candidate.
I mean, they are. They really are.
The
And
bench is so deep.
Dave is. He's solid.
The bench is so deep. It's like, man, it sucks that some of these people are going to have to go back to the farm club, but it is just so amazing. Well, the Democrats just don't have anybody. I guess it's what freaks me out so hardcore is that the Democrats have no bench. They have no personality. They have no message. It's going to be amazing if they can get one win on the board this fall. But we'll see. That's why they play the games, right?
Well, that was Dave. Great interview with Dave. We appreciate him joining us. We got a lot to get to. Coming up at 9 o'clock, we're also going to let you know about some celebrations for Memorial Day that will be going on this weekend. Was told about this from our friend, Colonel Joe Adams in Washington, Missouri. So we'll do that at 9 o'clock. But, man, there are so many topics that are going on. And we hope you've enjoyed the Senate interviews that we've been trying to bring you, the time that they have given us to talk to everybody with some of the things that are going on. Angela Sharp is no longer with us. She had like 3 or 4 different jobs. So Eric is doing on-air interviews right now, I guess.
Well, we're gonna try to make a phone call to somebody in a little bit here.
You are.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. That's up to you
Who
too.
cares?
I don't know what.
No one can fire me. I mean, I don't have a badge number around here.
No, they can't. You're right.
You just lock the door.
Couple things that we're doing. At least I had this in the headlines. Rob brought it up. J.P. Morgan Chase came out yesterday, basically guaranteeing that prices at the pump, national average, are going to exceed $6 a gallon nationwide. Rob says this administration is killing the American dream. Prove me wrong. We are seeing some of that stuff happen, which is unfortunate. Also, I was told that Wentzville School District, I checked in with our PR team over there. They're checking for me to see what's going on. But they had 4 books that they took out of circulation for deeming inappropriate context for kids to be listening to anything. Well, they put them back in, allegedly. They're checking on it. So I was sent the information that shows that the books actually were put back in. They were taken out of context because there was such an uproar about the books. The books being Heavy, Lawn Boy, Fun Home, and All Boys Aren't Blue. And I was told that 2 of those books are so bad that you'd be talking about maybe charges for allowing kids to read. Well, Wentzville took them out, but now that they had the school board election, allegedly they've put them back in after the school board election occurred. That is the claim. So we checked with Wentzville because they didn't want that to be a topic.
Right.
As parents were voting, as you've called for, to go out and do that. I am not familiar. I've not had a chance to research the books. But once again, they're called Heavy, Lawn Boy, Fun Home, and All Boys Aren't Blue. And apparently they were so egregious to people in the Wentzville School District that the school board thought that they were that bad that they took them out of circulation, but allegedly have now put those books back in.
So I was talking to somebody about a month ago before all these elections were happening, and there was a proposal from a group of people that had a lot of money. And they were saying, we are planning on putting bounties out on these schools to see if you find something in school and it's either CRT or it's just, it's not appropriate, whatever it is.
Eric Schmidt did.
Yeah, but there was a group of investors that were like, Christian investors. They were like, if you find it, bring it to us. We'll take it from there and we'll pay you and your family X amount of dollars, whatever it was. And I thought that could get expensive quick, but at the same time, don't you think that these kids and maybe some of these schools down in the city, they would like to have the opportunity to make that money, and they would always be looking out for that stuff, the CRT stuff. they could make literally extra cash. I'm just saying that we're in a world now where people who are conservatives are like, we're going to put our money up, and if you find anything, we're going to pay you $2,500 for proof that this stuff is in textbooks.
Well,
wow.
I just got a message from the public relations department at Wentzville, and I appreciate them. They've done a fabulous job. The last time we had a Wentzville story, I'm trying to remember what that was. Gosh, I have so much goes in and out of my head. We were talking about, it was a big story on the show. If you think of it, let me know. But they got back to me really quick. They tell me, quote, these books have completed the challenge review process, and the board, the Wentzville School District Board, will act on the committee's recommendation at tonight's meeting. Per policy and regulation 6241, materials, in this case, library books, are removed when a formal challenge is received during the review process.
Yeah.
So the review process went through, and now those 4 books are being put back in to play at Wentzville. Heavy, Lawn Boy, Fun Home, and All Boys Aren't Blue.
Did you see the school board meeting that the lady brought up this some book or whatever, and she started reading it at the school board meeting, and it was so vile that the school board said, you can't read that stuff here. And she was like, was like, really? It's in the schools. My 15-year-old daughter is reading this,
kids are allowed
so
to
I
read
can't read it to you in public. And they shut her down. They said, you can't read that here. It was so vile. That's what we're talking about here, man. In the Wentzville School District, it's like they need to know what's going on in their walls, man. It's like you're not banning anything, but it's not appropriate to have magazines of Hustler in the library. Just understand what your job is, what your role is. Keep this garbage out of our schools. But no, I hope that you guys all go to the Wentzville School District Board meeting again tonight.
Are you going to show up tonight, Eric?
No, it's just
It's
amazing
in your
that we got.
backyard.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But
see if they allow people to
vote them out.
Read. Well, that's the issue. But the election,
vote them out.
But Eric,
start
you're
new.
Right. But if you agree, you want them in. If you don't agree, you'd vote them out. But here's the thing: that quote review process was going on while the election took place. And as soon as the election ended last month, or 6 weeks ago? 5 months?
Yeah. What a shame. Why didn't you just...
Then they put the books back in
that
just
is
a week,
unbelievable.
with just a week or two left of school.
That's unbelievable.
It's right at the end of the school session.
Yeah.
So if parents are upset, then I don't know if they have an opportunity to continue to go after their school board. First thing is you've got to become familiar with what's in those books.
That's why you need a bounty. That's why you need a bounty.
This is literally happening as we're on radio. So that's why I say I have not had a chance to review the 4 books. But apparently I've been told, Vic, it is so bad it would blow your mind, and I very seriously doubt you'd want your kids to be reading these books.
And if you can't speak about said literature in your school board meeting, it doesn't need to be anywhere in your school. So I like your PR lady. She seems to get back to you fairly quickly. That's kind of beside the point. You should know where the holes in the roof are so you can fix them before they become a problem and end up on radio. You need to know what is going on in these schools. CRT needs to be gone. That's a question we forgot to ask him. What are you going to do about CRT? I think there needs to be a national law that says
you could try to
critical
vote for
race theory is officially gone. Just teach our damn kids how to spell, write, arithmetic, get them ready for it. Bring back the ASVAB, bring back the ACT, bring back the SATs. Make sure that you go to college based on your merits and not based on your skin color. I mean, my God, this is simple science. Let's become the best educational system in the world and not number 29 or 30 or whatever it is.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree.
Do I need to run for that too?
Sure, you can run for that. Mark Drew Harris just brought this up. It is something else that just came out. Did you see what George W. Bush said yesterday?
No. What did he say?
He called the Iraq invasion unjustified instead of the war in Ukraine. Then he had noted his, quote, gaffe, so to speak.
That's a Freudian slip.
And noted his age of being 75, which is around Trump's age.
You got 2 guys in a wheelbarrow. There's no one out there to push. How are you going to push the wheelbarrow if there's no one?
And I'm sorry, there's still a lot of evidence that goes against everything that George W. Bush and his advisors did.
Let's just give Mark Harris one today. Bush probably didn't know everything that his dark side wanted to do either. Dick Cheney wanted to do a lot of that stuff. He was not a very
intelligent man, okay?
Dick Cheney, Karl Rove.
President speaking.
Schwarzkopf. These are the guys that wanted to go into Iraq. So,
those are the guys that were running the presidency, which is why I think it's fair to say who's running the current presidency when people say that. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
Just because we knew George W. Bush wasn't intelligent enough at the time to be running all the things that he was. We already knew.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was on Late Night Benders 6 months before that.
Which is why he secludes
the Gentlemen's Club of Dallas.
Which is why he secludes himself in rooms by himself and paints all day now.
Well, there's worse things to do, man.
There are worse things to do.
So there you go, Mark Harris. There's your we're on the same page for the day outreach to you. We're kind of equal opportunity. So, but now let's talk about Joe Biden, Mark Harris. The guy cannot make a complete thought without a teleprompter.
Well, yeah, of course. And
who's writing his teleprompter? Ron Klain.
I don't know.
Ron Klain. Anyway.
Glenn says, at least Bush recognized his gaffe.
Yeah, exactly.
Biden doesn't. He just continues on. And I didn't try to make this a comparison of the two. I was just bringing up the fact that is one monumental, serious screw-up.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you actually study the whole Iraqi invasion and everything, it should make you sick if you're about things being black and white and truth and justice. But once again, this world isn't about that. If you take the deep dive into who's running the world, what's trying to happen in this world, and that's what drives me crazy as a journalist broadcaster because we don't even touch all the crazy, wild stuff that's going on in this world.
Exactly.
Heck, we were not even able to do the deep dives and lots of stories that are going on.
Yeah.
And that is unfortunate. Before we get to the break, Eric, I thought this was interesting. How much money do you have to make to be rich?
That's such a fantastic question.
A great question.
That's a question more leveled at him than me.
And with that being said, the polling that was done asked Gen Zers, millennials, Gen Xers, and baby boomers. By the way, Gen Zers, for anybody that doesn't know, it's ages 10 to 25.
10 to 25.
10 to 25.
Oh, damn.
So the Gen Zers, ages 10 to 25, said you need to make $394,000 a year to be rich. Millennials, who are the age of 26 to 41, and always seem like they're getting crapped on by everybody.
Oh, you had the greatest generation, then you had millennials.
Millennials say you need to be making $721,000 a year.
How did they come up with the 21?
I don't know. They're millennials. I don't know. I don't know.
So not quite a million.
Gen Xers, who are the age of 42 to 57. I'm in that age. Are you still in that age group?
I am.
Okay. Okay.
Stop laughing.
I'm not.
Chris, are you a Gen Xer?
He's a millennial. He's a millennial.
You're right.
No, I'm not a millennial.
Okay.
Gen X.
I was just making sure.
All right, go ahead.
Gen Xers, you need to make $887,000
like it.
a year to be rich.
I'd say $1 million.
Well, baby boomers were then asked, and of course, baby boomers are 58 to 67.
Mm-hmm.
And baby boomers say you need to be making over $1 million a year in income
to be rich.
To be, quote, rich. And 51% of Americans say that they believe they'll be rich someday. And 53% said that regardless of what you've heard, money, yes, it can buy happiness.
And now
gas is $5 a gallon.
Yeah. Driving from point A
to be rich.
And driving from point A to point B would make me happy. That's for sure. And you need a lot of money. So, very, very interesting. Truth. Michelle says truth. Jay says change your oil in my car without sweating. Rich. Skipped boomers there, Eric. I don't know what that means from Aaron. Crystal says, I'm a millennial. Robert says, we do. That was on something else. $1 million. John Parker's a baby boomer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm in the 53%.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And making money these days is not like what it used to be. If you want to be rich, you definitely don't go work at Amazon.com. If you want to be rich, you might not even get it from that college degree that you acquire. These days, it's becoming an entrepreneur. You have to learn how to be an entrepreneur.
You have to work for yourself, but it's becoming more and more difficult as a business owner with all the regulations and red tape. Talk to any business owners.
And
However, it's still the best part. And there are several jobs out there where you can make a lot of money still.
And let me
but
tell
you
you-
have to invest that money.
Well, do you?
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
So I was
Because because inflation's not going anywhere.
Right. So in the last 10 years or so, you always thought, man, if you get that Harvard education, ooh, you're probably not going to get it out of Mizzou. Maybe you will. Maybe you're getting it Missouri
but here's
State.
the thing.
I'm just saying.
I don't think it matters what college you go to.
Exactly.
And a lot of it doesn't.
Yes.
And then it also depends on what your degree program is. If you want to be a journalist, you're going to Mizzou.
If you're going to be a journalist, have you ever seen a millionaire journalist?
No, not unless
Never.
you're not. But that's what I just said. If you want to be a journalist.
Right. Now, here's the thing. Now I looked at Mike Rowe. You know who Mike Rowe is?
We all know who Mike Rowe is.
Okay,
on the show.
Chris, do you know who Mike Rowe is?
No.
Dirty Jobs. You
He
remember
knows-
this?
he knows who
Okay,
Mike
Dirty
Rowe
Jobs.
is.
Of course.
So this cat, he basically starts these scholarships for these kids that are like alternative educational, and they're like, why don't you get a degree being a journeyman electrician, and then he teach them how to be an electrician, or what about a plumber? We always try to get Vic to be a plumber.
I told him we should
I
start
know,
a plumbing company.
I'm thinking about it.
All
The
right.
problem is I only know just a little bit about. I knew enough. And
Dude, you can make
20
a
minutes
fortune.
You know
You
enough just to
could
get you
make
by.
You can make a fortune.
Your looks, you go
Hey,
in.
stop
all,
it.
All
Looks-
the
it's
women
not-
will be
oh,
calling
please stop,
your
stop,
plumbing
stop.
company.
Yeah, it'd be
No,
I'll invest in the
Will you
money.
please stop that?
Plumber's Crack
Stop that.
by
Stop
Vic.
Plumber's Crack.
by Vic. So anyway,
I'm
let me-
not getting any younger.
All right, let me get back to this.
Stop it.
So all of a sudden you become this journeyman. And I've seen it happen a few times now. And now you're like, you know what? I can learn how to write an invoice. I can market myself. Now you have this knowledge acquired, not a very expensive education of becoming a plumber or a painter or whatever it is. You now start Vic's painting business. 10 years later, you're a millionaire because you're an entrepreneur.
Correct.
That's how you make big money in this world. You do. I'm sorry. So
don't be sorry. That's how it happens.
I know, but it's like the days of going and getting these monster educations for $400,000 student loans. How can these colleges even do that anymore? Because I think you're right. Gen Z, millennials, they want to make the cash. They're like, I'm sick of going to these liberal art colleges learning about philosophy. It's time to make some money. I will jump in a hole and dig out some plumbing if I have to be as rich as my neighbor.
Well, if anybody ever jumps into the plumbing business as we go to break, Glenn has the number one rule for plumbers. Don't ever chew your fingernails.
Don't chew.
Oh, yeah.
All right, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we might be making a pretty interesting phone call.
Come on, man.
Are we making a phone call to somebody who used to work here?
You need to look him right in the
That's
eye
up
right
to
now.
Eric.
You need to look him right in the
That's up
eye.
to Eric.
I will do it right now. Call her up there.
Eric
ahead.
Johnson, Chris Knight, I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2.
Give her a call.
Oh, you just never know what's going to happen
boy.
here. Don't go in. We got your news headlines. We got your sports. We've got your I'm Peggy, pull your leggy birthdays. We'll be back with more right after this. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio right after this.
Edge Morning Traffic.
Good morning from the Viper Traffic Center. A stalled vehicle 6440 westbound before Research Park Circle on the right shoulder. And an accident reported Highway 94 westbound after Burning Tree Lane. In St. Louis County, delays from Grabway up to Manchester from a crash in the DePere area with lane blockage. And there are still lanes blocked 44 eastbound at Bowles from an accident. Road work continues tonight on the Blanchard Bridge. 2 eastbound lanes will close around 8 o'clock tonight until about 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose, and that's your Edge Morning Traffic.
The Edge Morning Show is coming right back.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called the Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell. Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end. You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
The Edge Morning Show. Back in a moment.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray. On this Thursday, partly sunny skies. It's warm, it's humid, it's breezy. Maybe a pop-up thunderstorm here and there, but they'll be tough to find. 89 for the high. Tonight, mostly clear, warm. 69, that's it for the overnight low. Humidity stays up. Friday, partly sunny skies. It's a windy day on Friday. It's hot, it's humid. Again, a couple of spot thunderstorms here and there, just kind of a soupy atmosphere. 89 for the high. Now, Friday night, developing rain and thunderstorms will be scattered around, especially late Friday night. 62 for the low. On Saturday, scattered rain and thunderstorms. 83 for the high on Saturday, but dropping into the 70s Saturday afternoon. Let's go a little further here. Saturday night, still scattered rain and thunderstorms around, especially rain. 52 degrees as we cool back. On Sunday, partly sunny skies. It's quite cool for this time of year with temperatures primarily in the 60s. Downtown may touch 70, but most of us in the 60s for high temperatures. Big snow is going on out in the Colorado Rockies, and that cool air is what's coming our way over the weekend, especially Saturday night and Sunday. But of course, no snow with that, but that's the cool air and where it's coming from. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Time is 9 o'clock on this Thursday, May 19th. Time to look at your morning news and sports headlines. First, right out of the gate, the Humane Society of Missouri is hosting a job fair today. Also, Lambert Airport hosting a job fair today.
Good.
Lots of jobs available for summer. I'm not kidding. I've heard from a ton of companies as well as we do these headlines that have all kinds of jobs to fill. Heck, you just heard Dave Schatz, who's running for Senate, who runs a business, saying we need all kinds of people. Still, look, where's everybody working?
They're not.
Schnucks union members have finally approved a new 3-year deal. That's good for them to keep everything going smoothly over at Schnucks. Whether you like it or not, the Delmore Trolley Loop is going to start running again in August. Initial word is it would only be on weekends, and they're not sure yet. Officials are not sure whether they will charge for this or not.
Why spend the money?
I don't know. Also, if you're looking for baby formula on Facebook, there's a St. Louis Mom Swap Baby Formula group on Facebook. You can check it out. We did a story on Fox 2 last night. You can also join our website to see what you can find out there. In the midst of all of that, Abbott and the FDA have come up with an agreement, so they're going to start producing more baby formula again. But think it's deeper than that. One company is not causing all of the baby formula just to disappear. Be smart. Use your head. Don't have time to get into all of that right now. 3 men are charged in dozens of car break-ins across St. Louis. 3 men were responsible for several. You can read more about that on fox2now.com as well. A Belleville tornado siren didn't work for almost a year. It was that you paid for it. They're getting it fixed this week, which is great. Also, the NAACP has called out St. Louis City and St. Louis County Police Departments to have talks about how they handle, quote, pursuits. It really is a catch-22. If you don't pursue, criminals know that, and they're going to get away with more. But if you do, the possibility is you'll have an accident and kill somebody, which happened. So very, very suspect. Also, the Blues play Game 2 tonight in Colorado, 8:30. The Cardinals lost again yesterday. They can't get it together. They're now 3.5 games out of first place. That's Look at Your Morning News and Headlines. Birthdays are next.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Say it's your birthday.
It's your birthday. That's right, I served you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy.
Happy birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
All right. The youngest one on the list today. He's 30. His name's Sam Smith. You've never heard of him, Eric? He's a singer.
You don't have to say that about him.
Stay with me. I'm not the only one. Too good at goodbyes. Money on my mind. Lay me down. Pray. Sam Smith. So there you go. You got a new guy you can know. Shooter Jennings, Waylon's son. He got Stephen King to play a DJ raging against government censorship on his concept album, Black Ribbons.
Oh.
I'd never heard of Shooter Jennings.
Then why bring him up?
Because he's on the list of celebrities.
So what?
And Nick Shore probably appreciates that.
Probably.
Former NBA superstar Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, I know Kevin.
He's 46.
Yep.
Dario Franchitti, race car driver and ex-husband of Ashley Judd, is 49 today. Jenny Berggren. I'd never heard of her. She was the lead singer of Ace of Base. Did Ace of Base, was that I Saw the Sign?
Know this.
Was that I Saw the Sign or?
Yeah, I think it was.
I saw.
That's pretty good.
Jenny. Okay, one of my favorites of all time. Ex-NBA thug is what he is called.
Okay.
Bill Laimbeer.
Laimbeer, yeah.
When the NBA was tough and you didn't have all these softies running around like LeBron.
Yeah.
Well, they don't like what they're saying to me on the court. That's not nice.
Yes.
It hurts my feelings.
I've never seen a diva throw people out of a game before.
Bill Laimbeer, 65 today. He was the member of the Bad Boys.
It was.
And I've never been more happy in my life with having children when my son goes, Dad, I want a Dennis Rodman jersey. I like the Bad Boys. I didn't like that Michael Jordan. He was mean.
Yes.
Everybody put him on a pedestal. I wanted I like Isaiah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's my boy.
I want a Tony Twist jersey.
Phil Rudd. Do you know who Phil Rudd is?
Yes.
He's 16. Of course you do. Drummer from AC/DC. Archie Manning.
Is the dad of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah, family at least. 73 years old today. Grace Jones. Beautiful model. Old school supermodel singer. 74 today. Pete Townsend, 77. How about that? Big list of birthdays today. Let's look at your birthdays.
The Morning Edge. 100.7 The Viper.
Hello there. Welcome back.
It is National Hummus Day.
What's hummus?
Hummus?
Oh, I love hummus. Hummus, it's a yummus.
Hummus. Thoughts?
Hummus. I can't have hummus. It's healthy.
We brought some hummus. What's in it? Chickpeas, tahini, smoked paprika.
I'm making hummus. Making hummus, he says, like it's perfectly natural. No one makes hummus.
You knew today was National Hummus Day.
Let's begin.
This is funny. You know, I was laughing.
I didn't know you made hummus.
Okay. Yes.
I thought it came out of a tree.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. you just like grind up some nuts or something.
It's like the poor man's caviar.
No, it's funny because when I moved, I had never heard of hummus until I moved to Detroit.
Yeah.
I was so uncultured growing up in St. Louis.
Yeah.
You know, we know about pork steaks here.
You know about
Ted Trues.
Pork steak.
Toasted ravioli.
Yeah.
I went to Detroit. I had no idea what hummus was. And the first hummus I had was so bad I wanted to throw up. Kind of like you and
asparagus.
Asparagus?
Yeah.
So anyway, I used to say I hated hummus. I like hummus now, certain brand. I do like it. My taste buds, my
great.
palate matured.
It's fantastic.
Thankfully.
It is good.
I used to say hummus is dumbest, man. I
No.
hated the crap.
Well, you know what? It's odd you say that because we just brought up caviar. I remember that black lump of coal that they brought out one day and when I was in a restaurant. And they we got caviar and champagne to celebrate. And I was like, there's no way I'm touching that garbage. It's not going to happen. And boom, as soon as I did that, I was like, where has this nectar of the gods been living? Because it is so good.
Okay.
But have you ever had caviar before?
I had been drinking a lot when I had it. I don't really remember.
You don't even have to do that with this stuff. You can, there's another thing that's amazing. Mussels. Actually.
Oh, let's stop there.
Huh?
Let's stop.
No,
Let's
it's great. There are some foods that you would think that you would hate that you would actually love.
Aaron Bland called hummus glorified bean dip.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would upset so many people in Detroit.
Poor
Chicago.
man's caviar.
Hey, before we move on and make a phone call, are we making a phone call to somebody who used to work here?
No, we have Nathan on the line.
We're going to make the phone
make
call.
Nathan
but first,
call.
No, first we're going to talk to Nathan. But Nathan's going to tell us about a very important event that's coming up this weekend. Nathan, thank you for your patience. What's going on?
Oh, not much. What are you all up to?
Oh, just radio.
We're giving you some time to tell us what people need to know about.
There you go. Hey, first off, hummus is disgusting and pork steaks are fantastic. I just need to interject.
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
But getting to it, this weekend, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the American Legion, Post 218 in Washington, Missouri. We're doing our first ever World War II weekend. We'll have living historians there camped out. We'll have original artifacts from Franklin County, Missouri, and then another individual named Dr. Michael Van Ness. He's got original artifacts from his grandfather, who started his career chasing Pancho Villa and ended it right around the end of World War II. On top of that, we have a private donor that is allowing us to display his original General Patton uniform and sword. And then, we'll also have some vehicles and such there. Around noon, we have Dixie D's Canteen, their USO show, 1940 style. They're going to start at noon and go till 2, but about halfway through that, we're going to recognize some living World War II vets that we've invited to the event. Should be 8 to 10 of those. And then, of course, the Legion will be serving barbecue, beer, and soda. The entire event, minus the food and drink, is free. We're encouraging people to come out, bring photographs of their loved ones that served. If you have an item that one of them brought home and you have no idea what it is, just been stuck in your cedar chest for 50 years, bring it out. Chances are somebody there will know. That's a lot of what it is. Oh, we'll also have a lady out of St. Louis, Myra Miller. She runs Footsteps Researchers and Footsteps Battlefield Tours. She'll be available to kind of tell people what she does inside the hall. And then we have local museums, the Washington Historical Society, Franklin County Historical Society, and then Terry Wilson out of Union with his military display. That'll all be inside the hall. And then, we're doing this rain or shine. So if the weather acts up like it's supposed to, we're still going to do it. We'll just be a little wet, and big deal because these vets, they fought in all kind of weather. I mean, look at Battle of the Bulge. It was the coldest winter in decades, and they fought in that. And, our main reason for doing this is everybody has a connection to World War II to this day. In my case, both my grandfathers and most of my great uncles were combat vets. It's incredible. Everybody chipped in during the war. If you couldn't fight due to health reasons or age, then you worked on the home front. Singer Sewing Machine was making firearms. Just everybody, every business was retooling its machines and helping the war effort. We had all the men were all fighting, so the ladies stepped up and were building the planes and tanks and equipment, and that's where you got Rosie the Riveter from. And I'm hoping we have numerous Rosie the Riveters out there. I know of at least one so far. A couple of my kids will be dressed up at 1940s style newsboys and be handing out these papers that we had made. The Washington Missourian's been fantastic. They did a story on the event. It was in their paper yesterday. You can access that online at emissourian.com. And then they also printed up free of charge 300 event newspapers that have original photos in there. And
you need to get some of those old newsreels. You got to get some of those newsreels. Those were awesome. The ones they would play before the movies. That's how they did news back in the day, Vic. Just so that you know that.
I do know that.
That's how people would get. They would go to see a Cary Grant movie, and they would get the newsreels.
Nathan, we've got people on our Facebook line that say it sounds great. They appreciate it. Is there any other way where they can get information on this, or just kind of what you told us right now to make sure about times and details and everything that would go into it?
They can, and I'm sorry to interrupt, they can actually go to the American Legion Post 218's Facebook page or website, and it'll have a copy of our flyer. I've posted the flyer on my Twitter page. If they want to look me up, it's I abbreviated World War II buff, so it's WWIIBUFF. It'll be on there. If they just want to call the Legion, if they're interested in being a reenactor that day, they can call the American Legion, and that number is 636-239-4363. And the American Legion is super easy to find in Washington. It's off East 3rd Street, right across from the hospital. We have a very large howitzer in the front yard. And then just yesterday, we had a local reenactor. He reenacts the German side. He fabricated 2 of the Czech hedgehogs, which if you've ever seen Saving Private Ryan, those are the large metal obstacles on the beach that look like tacks. And he fabricated those and donated them, which is incredible because steel is ridiculous right now. So everybody's in it to win it on this, just like the people over 70 years ago. They want this to be successful, and we're doing it rain or shine. We have if the USO show, if it starts raining during theirs, we're going to move it either under the pavilion or inside the American Legion Hall.
Love it.
So it's going to be really great, and we're going to end the event by reading off the names of all those killed in action during World War II. And, not many people know this. I just found out a couple months ago. We have, out in Union, Missouri, there was a soldier named Ray Heitman, and he was one of the victims of the Malmedy Massacre. And I wish I had known that. I was just in Malmedy this past fall. I did a battlefield tour through Footsteps. And, they had the 80-some-odd names of the guys up there, and I wish I would have known. I would have paid my respects a little bit, but maybe I'll get to go back one day. And then, we have a Medal of Honor recipient out here. He was killed at Iwo Jima. Named George Phillips. He's buried over at Bethel Cemetery in Labadie.
That's a full day. Do you know Colonel Joe Edwards by any chance?
I'm sorry, Colonel who?
Joe Edwards.
I know Colonel Joe Adams.
Adams.
He's got a tank out there you might be interested in.
Oh yeah, I've seen the tank. I've known Colonel for quite a few years. His sons are buddies of mine.
He might even have like an archived nuclear weapon somewhere. Who knows?
Nathan, we appreciate you joining us this weekend, and we got people who are from listening to the show who say they're going to be out there. So thank you so much for letting us know and taking some time to join us this morning.
Yeah, really.
Outstanding. Thanks for having me.
You got it, Nathan. Thanks again for everything you do. Pretty interesting thing going on this weekend. Nathan Pinter.
Have you ever been out to Washington, Missouri?
Yeah.
Why is that such a funny thing?
Like Washington is like, have you ever
I've never been to
border?
Pacific, Missouri. I've never been to Mexico, Missouri. So
I
don't know
Pacific. I've been to Mexico.
Well,
I've been to Washington.
You're much more traveled than I am.
In the state. Maybe in the state. And there's a variety of reasons why I've had to go to those towns for sporting events and news stories.
It is a cool little town. If I had a helicopter, Chris, I would live in Washington, Missouri. It is cool. It is really, it's farmland. You could buy land out there, and it's becoming just a.
Are you making a phone call or not?
Yes. Can I opine about a very nice little town in the middle of Missouri? Anyway, just go to Washington. You'll have fun.
Hey, by the way, we know why Amber Heard looks at the jury now all the time. If anybody's watched that, she's been coached to do so, to make eye contact with the jury. That's why she goes and constantly looks. Although legal experts say they think it's backfiring on her.
What was that movie with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, The Smiths?
Yeah,
what was
they
the
were
name of it?
like a CIA couple.
I think they're doing this entire trial to do a Smiths 2 movie.
Where did you hear that somewhere?
No, it's just
Except in this movie, they'll shoot each other.
Yes.
And not the bad guys.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Eric, are you making a phone call?
I was looking at
Start dialing.
Good
God, why do you have to make everything so complicated? With DC, it would have been out. The bit would have been over already.
We don't know if anybody's going to answer. Who are we calling?
We'll see. What's her name again?
Hello.
Hey, Tabitha, what's up? It's Eric.
Hey, Eric, what's going on? Aren't you supposed to be on the radio? Did you get fired?
We're on
Fired
break.
finally?
We're on break. We're on break. We're just calling to say hey, and we have an available slot over here. When do we
I
come?
figured you got fired, expecting people to use tranquilizer guns to shoot criminals.
How can I get fired?
Oh, dear
You literally have to have an employment contract of some sort. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you?
I just left my own show, Ampton AM. I'm on my drive home.
Now the scuttlebutt is that you hate it over there. Is that true or not? Because
That is absolutely not true.
Come on, man. Tell the truth. We have
I am telling you
we
the
have
truth.
a position over here
I would
right
tell
now.
you, no, it is absolutely not true.
We have a position over here.
Hi, Tabitha.
That's Vic.
Hey,
knows.
Vic.
She knows
you guys
my
enjoying
voice.
Your break?
She knows who I am.
And
know
we have
I talk to Vic all
and we
the
have Chris. When do we come back on air? When are we coming back, Chris? When's the break over?
Stop it.
Anyway. So
You guys having a cocktail break?
Tabitha
Margarita,
knows.
martini?
Tabitha knows what's going on.
no, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
We
She's
are-
not. Tabitha's smart.
We are inviting you to come back to the Morning Edge.
You are?
Yes, and we would like you to participate with us again.
I appreciate that. You know what? We could all join forces. You guys could all
Like Wonder Twins?
come over my way.
So are you inviting us
It
to
could
come over and
be-
work on your
it could
station?
be- yeah, come on over. Bring Chris. You guys can all come over and we'll just have a show together.
Yeah, we'll bring
Wouldn't
Chris
that be
along.
fantastic?
It's funny. Chris says, Chris, it sounds like a merger from Robert Peterball.
I know. You know what? We're all in it for the right goals, right? We're all out to serve the conservative folks and to put the truth out there. We can just join forces.
Oh, Chris, that's great on the Facebook.
Yes. So, Tabitha,
I see it as a plan in action.
I do too. What are some of the topics you guys are talking about
We're
over
not
there
going
right
to break
now?
yet, Chris, are
Yeah,
we?
turn that damn
No,
crap off. Turn that joke off. Tabitha doesn't deserve that. What is some of the things that you guys are talking about over at the
What
station?
are you guys up to over there?
Huh? He's
What are you
trying.
guys up to
He's
over
trying.
there?
You know Eric's bad.
He's trying to
It's
bring
bad
us.
when Eric goes, huh?
He's trying to bring us back from break, and we're like, just throw more commercial slots in there.
No, we got time to talk. We do.
Yeah. What is that? Nobody's answering me. When do we come back from break?
So what's in the news today,
Oh
Tabitha?
God.
Well, you know what? What's always in the news, double-digit gas prices. We had Colonel Joe Adams on this morning to talk about the war right here in our own borders.
Tabitha brings Colonel Joe
Ukraine,
on.
Russia.
I've allowed
Vic.
Tabitha doesn't realize this, but I have given Joe permission to talk to Tabitha whenever Tabitha
Oh, it's
asks.
because of you? You're the Godfather?
Except for that I actually knew Joe before you.
You did.
Oh, damn!
Tabitha
She
did
scooped
not.
you.
Tabitha.
She scooped you.
Tabitha never had Joe Adams on until I got Joe Adams on.
That's not. Yeah.
That's
because Joe Adams
100%
on when I
true.
was there with you guys.
If I told Colonel Joe, you have to pick one person, who do you think he would pick to
It
do
would be me. It would for sure be me.
Damn, Vic.
Have you
With
been
all the
invited?
news.
Have you been invited into his house?
I have been.
Have you been inside of his house and had food with
I
him?
have not, because I don't work for Fox 2.
No,
doing
it's not.
interviews in his house.
Yeah, well, that's all right. That's
You know
all
what
right.
we could do? Well,
What's
we need
that?
to do a collaborative effort, a battle of the morning shows. How about that?
You would not. You would have to. Never
No,
mind.
but that would be like giving you a whole bunch of.
No,
but
no,
then we
no.
would be
She can have anything
yeah,
she
but
wants.
we
I
would
don't
be
even
helping
care.
her out more so than that would help us out.
What does that mean?
It
That is
helps us-
ridiculous.
You know what? We're not competition. We're all here for the same reasons. It's a battle of the morning shows. How about that?
Exactly. Black Sabbath was not in competition with Van Halen, and Van Halen opened up for a
Exactly.
Sabbath
But we
for
need
the
to use
entire
a
first
different
tour.
word than battle.
We could all, but a friendly, friendly, of course.
Why do we have to have a battle? Why don't you just? We have a look. We just
Why
had
does
a
it have
mic.
to be a battle?
We just had a
Exactly.
microphone open up again
A
over here.
friendly battle.
Why don't you just
Friendly
come back?
battle.
Why don't you just come back over here?
We could all just
Eric seems to
join
think that you're
forces
not
and
happy.
We could syndicate
Why
from
don't
Real
you-
Talk to the Viper, back and forth.
Whatever. Just come back over here. We'll have cocktails
You
every
already
morning.
have someone. You have a female. You
No,
have Angela.
she decided to go and work for TMZ.
Tabitha knows that
you?
Angela's. Tabitha, you know she. You know
She's
she-
gone.
work
She's
with
gone.
TMZ.
She's gone. She's gone. Mandy Murphy wants to come here, but we said no. We said absolutely not.
Now that would be interesting. Mandy's a beautiful woman.
Yes, she is, but she always wants to talk about makeup, and I don't know anything about makeup. So
what about
just
Sandy?
Sandy wants to come over here too.
Sandy is living life.
She's
in a-
living
she's living life in a large way.
in a large
She's
way.
loving. She is all over. She may not even be living in the area anymore.
Yeah.
So Tabitha, what have you been up to? Are you sleeping yet?
You know what? I have been sleeping, believe it or not.
Are you
I
still-
finally,
are you
this
still
past week,
storing
I
up-
finally got my sleeping in order.
Are you still storing up canned goods and bottled water in a bunker?
You know what? I am, believe it or not. I am. I think we all need to, because you know what? Double-digit gas prices heading our way. Food insecurity. Food banks are testing insecurity across the nation right now. Things are going on, guys.
Tab
This
from
is
our
like-
Facebook
that's
line.
Wait,
time.
how many minutes
That's
do we
time
have
to be
until
on conservative radio.
how many minutes till we come back from break, Chris?
No, we've got hey, in the meantime, Tab, I'm sorry, but we've got people on our Facebook line that say they like listening to you when they can, but they say you have very lame co-host.
That's not true.
Is she talking about? Are
That
they
is
talking about us?
No, not us.
Come on now, guys.
No, we blow her co-host out of the water.
I don't
So-
even, yeah. Well, that's not a big deal. You can't
No,
upstage
no,
Tabitha.
no. That's not true. That's mean.
It is.
That is mean.
Somebody
you know
wants
what?
to-
We're not, like I said, we're not competitors. We're all out there for the same goal.
Well, we wouldn't be calling you if you were a competitor.
Look,
We
this
know
is
that.
this is an opportunity. Look, we're getting the band back together.
We are.
We want you to come back over here. The tour bus.
Eric, I don't know where you took this, Eric, but this is good.
The tour bus leaves at noon tomorrow. We'd like you to be on the tour bus. Tell the other. Look, the other indie band that you're in right now, it's never going to make it. This is the one you want.
Hey, we're getting ready to have that 50,000 watt power going up any day now.
Power
So you guys
has
need to
power
join
has
us.
nothing to do with it. Content. Content is king. You've heard that before.
We are going to merge forces and we'll syndicate back and forth. How about that?
Chris, what do you think about that?
Tabitha's coming back.
All right.
I think we'll syndicate back and forth. We'll have we'll call it the Amp Edge. How about that?
We'll even put you number 3 on the intro.
And I don't like that name. Sorry.
What?
Amped.
You don't like the name the Amp
No,
Edge?
that's like very 2000s. You guys need to rename the show.
Edge.
Amped.
Amped?
Well, you know, Amp comes from Dr. Nafuti's Amp Coffee.
Oh, is it sponsored by him then?
So we love the Amp Coffee.
Yeah,
I talked to Dr. Naputi last
but
night.
It's good, but it
Well,
was.
you should give him a call. He's on air right now.
No, I'm not going to bug him while he's on air.
How much more time do we have until we have to come back, Chris? Okay, so we're coming back off break. All right. So that's a long.
Well, we will all have to get together for a happy hour, and see, we'll have listeners come from Hampton the AM, and listeners come from the Edge. We'll all just join forces.
I think we should
That's how
give.
things work
I think
here
we
at
should
St.
give her
Louis. We're
like
all
a.
on the same team.
We should give her a final hour where it's like you have to make your decision by this hour.
You know, the best 2 words she
How
said.
about tomorrow at 5 o'clock? She has to make a decision by tomorrow at 5.
The best 2. Okay.
How about that?
By the way, Tabitha had no idea this phone call was coming.
She can
Eric
either
wanted to make this call.
she can either stay in Foghat or she can join Van Halen.
You
How about
guys
that?
are so silly.
The 2 best words she said all segment.
Yeah.
Tranquilizer darts.
Exactly.
It's still a great idea. It's still
You
a
guys
great
are
idea.
Back to radio. I am pulling in my home.
Oh, you
And,
gotta go dig.
I
You gotta go
work.
dig some more ditches, don't you? Got to dig out that bunker.
I do.
She's got her generator.
Happy hour and syndication.
Here, do the laugh again. Do the laugh again.
Do the laugh again.
It's evil.
It's evil.
Bye, you guys.
Come on, do it. One more time.
Have a good day.
You got till 5 o'clock tomorrow.
That's right.
Bye.
In the morning, 5 in the morning.
Oh, boy.
I wonder if her boss is going to be upset.
Oh, my God. It's all Eric Johnson's fault.
Eric just, without hesitation. Oh, my God. All right.
She gets till 5 tomorrow. And then she'll regret it the rest of her life. She can either take the red pill or the blue pill. Red pill would definitely be staying where she's at.
All right. Do you take the blue pill?
Who, me? Wait a minute. Maybe that's backwards. I can't remember.
Talking about blue pills and red pills over there.
I take them both at the same time.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and continue the fun right after this. We are really late. Don't go anywhere. Maybe we'll make another phone call. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out and break. We're here to entertain you. We'll go. Fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Tabitha Hassel, Vic Faust. Right after this.
The Edge Morning Show.
Do you want to work for the biggest medical cannabis company in the state of Missouri? Belief Medical is looking for dynamic individuals to join our newest facility in Jonesburg. We are currently hiring for post-harvest technicians and offer 100% company-paid benefits that include medical, dental, and vision, as well as a starting pay of $15 per hour. If you're 21 or older and ready to join a great company that offers great pay and great benefits, visit our website at beliefmedical.com. BELEAF medical.com.
Hey, it's Shanny from Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
Compass Health Network Express Care offices in Newtown, St. Peters, and Wentzville are ready to serve you today. Compass Health accepts Medicaid, self-pay, private insurance, and offers a sliding fee scale. Don't wait another day to feel better. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for a location nearest you. Compass Health Network Express Care. Feel better today.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. dryoureyes.com, 272-1444, dryoureyes.com.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandstorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
At Locke's Family Hair Salon in St. Peters, the emphasis is on family. Women, men, and children's styles to make everyone look amazing. And they have their new line of Locke's shampoo and conditioner just for Locke's clients. for cuts, color, perms, and more. Come in for Brazilian blowouts, face waxing, makeup, and hair extensions too. On Mexico Road in St. Peters by Smoothie King. For directions and appointment information, go to loxfamilyhairsalon.com. Locks Family Hair Salon, where family is everything.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion. First with some music. Then in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials, a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We just spoke with Tabitha Hassel. That was all. She agreed to, or she didn't agree, but it was a joke.
Yeah.
That was all joke. And we were having fun because that's what we tried to do.
She's a good kid. Tabitha's a good kid.
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
I would. You know what? Here's the deal. We lost Angela Sharp. And she's not dead, but she left. You know, every now and then you get an opportunity to bring back a band. Like you just played Van Halen. In 1984, Van Halen made the dumbest decision of their life.
Oh my God.
They let David Lee Roth slip through the cracks. And then they got Sammy Hagar. Well, Angela Sharp was our Sammy Hagar. She was our Sammy Hagar.
What?
And then all of a sudden.
Okay, time out.
And then all of a sudden.
Time out.
Back in 2000.
Time out.
And then they tried Gary Sharon. Gary Sharon didn't work out very well.
Eric, you're losing your mind.
And then
again.
Eddie Van Halen.
Cut his mic. He's
Eddie Van
lost his
Halen
mind.
and David Lee Roth got it back together, and they put together their final tour.
Tommy says
and
she's
that
not
is,
dead. She just left.
And so the militant midget, who we like to call Tabitha Hassel.
Nick says
wait a minute,
Sammy
flip
was
that.
better, Eric.
No, shut
Nick
up.
Tony says Sammy was better. Of course, we already know that. David Lee Roth was better in this argument because he was first.
I am done. You are messing up my analogy.
But Sammy,
you're
took
messing
it,
up my
Sammy
analogy.
took it to a different level.
Oh my Lord! Tabitha Hassel's David Lee Roth. There's a chance to put a tour together with David Lee Roth as the singer of Van Halen. That's what we did. So every now and then, an opportunity jumps and smacks you in the face. Didn't your mentor ever say to you, if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no?
Yeah.
Didn't your mentor ever tell you that?
Yeah.
If you don't ask.
I just love all the people that said they love Sammy. I mean, it's all the way down the list. This is fantastic. I never realized.
I am done with this.
This is
you're
amazing.
messing up my analogy to
This
the
is
nth degree.
This is great. Sammy was better and not as arrogant. Gosh, this is the best line of Facebook we've ever had.
You didn't have to hang out with David Lee Roth. You just had to go see the show.
You know what Pam says would be epic?
What?
Vic and Eric's ex-wives.
Oh, God.
Because that was who put that on there? John, how about Eric's and Vic's ex-wives? That would be a good show.
We would leave, of course. Here, don't forget to push this button when you leave.
No, they're two in the same kind. I have to be careful I don't get sued.
Yeah, let's keep the lawsuits out of all this garbage.
That would be awesome. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. Welcome back to the show. It is The Edge. 9:35 is our time.
You know Tabitha's going to be sitting on the couch.
No, she's listening to every word right now.
You know,
she's
all right.
She is now listening
Good.
to every word.
Take it as a compliment.
She's not digging that ditch
Take
anymore.
it as a compliment. She's going to be sitting on her couch with her Harlequin novel pretty soon. And it's the
Harlequin?
And it's going to be in, she's just going to be looping. Man, maybe I should go back. That was a good little lineup. That was cool. Nothing disparaging against my current situation, but man, that was good stuff. We were the innovators of all this stuff. All this new radio that kind of came out of the ground, and you know I'm telling the truth, Vic. We were the first when we were doing the COVID show.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because it was different.
I know.
It was
different.
It was kind of crazy with a brain.
And we were the first ones to say backlash that I could ever remember.
You're the first person.
We were the first.
You're the first person to ever say backlash.
Yes. The backlash
that I heard.
And that was 2.5 years ago.
Okay. Tabitha wanted us to make sure. Tabitha did not know we were calling her, by the way. She didn't. She answered, but she had no idea. So we want to make that clear.
Yeah.
She works for another radio station.
And I don't even know which one that is.
I
really don't.
Amped in the Morning.
Amped in the Morning.
Or that's the name of the show.
Right.
So anyway, she had some fun. She talked about your tranquilizer darts.
Which is still a fantastic idea.
People want to be on the show. People are asking. I mean, Nick Titoni wants to be on the show. I don't know. We'll have to figure out how we're going to do this.
Maybe we have an audition, like we're like The Voice, or like American Idol, or something. I don't know. That'd be kind of fun, don't you think? I've always wanted to do that, to see if we could pick someone out of nowhere and say, "Hey, you got the chops to do radio." It's not as easy as it sounds. It isn't. You have to continually talk. Look, I'm talking about nothing right now. I'm actually doing it. I'm looking at Vic. Look around. He's looking around at his text to see who's going to go on a date with tonight, or whatever the hell you're doing.
That's not even funny.
You don't know.
Say
I don't
that
know what
stuff.
you're doing.
It's not even funny.
Okay,
and not even true. Stop it. No, I was actually texting Chris. You can see right here saying because there's the phone line is going off, and I don't know how to answer the phone line.
See, that's another thing.
I can try to answer the phone line. But Chris is coming back in to do that. That's what I was on my damn phone with. Thank you, Chris. You got my text.
The reason I love this show is it's like pirate radio from the old days. You don't remember pirate
Nick
radio?
says we need youthful concern. What we mean, like
it was pirate. It was out of Los Angeles, and they just did whatever they wanted.
Well, that was like it was kind of like the Jerky Boys, the old Jerky.
No,
Boys.
it was real radio, but it was so cool. It was so much fun.
Chris, did you got some? Who's online? Crystal, you're on the phone line.
Yes, Crystal Cooper. How are you?
Do you like
from
Chris?
Or is this the same Crystal from the Facebook line?
It is.
So, do you like Crystal or Cristal?
What? You know what? In high school, that's when that was big for me. So I don't mind either. It's fine.
I like Cristal.
What do you mean it was big? Why? Okay, you've never called the show, but you're always on Facebook.
Well, I love the Facebook line just because it's so interesting to hear everybody's point of view on top of yours. But I figured I'd call in because I used to do radio. So if you're like Amy to female,
here we
go.
Wait a minute. Where did you do? Wait a second. Are you in the St. Louis area?
I am.
Where do
I
you
live
do?
in Chesterfield.
Where did you do radio?
So I started out out in L.A. I was a traffic reporter.
You started in L.A.?
Yes, then she knows pirate radio. How old are you?
You can't ask her that on air.
Mid-30s.
Mid-30s. Maybe
she's
not.
a millennial.
No, I'm sorry.
She's a millennial.
It was gone by then. I'm sorry. But it was cool. Anyway, L.A. So the number 2 market in the country, right?
Yes, sir.
I love it.
Okay, I'm sorry I interrupted
you. I
you.
actually was a producer, and somebody was on air, and they cussed on air, so I got her job.
Let's go to the bullpen. Fast.
Stay on the on-deck
literally
circle.
had 35 seconds to find my ad that I had to read live and to plug in, into the ISDN back in the day.
Yeah.
So wait a second. If you were doing what you were doing traffic in LA?
Yeah, it was on Bob and Tom. I did Ryan Seacrest for a little bit, but mainly like KFI.
KFI.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're way too qualified for us.
I know. I was about to say.
Okay. I was like,
But
okay, why aren't you doing that anymore? What happened?
Oh, well, I became a mom.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
What
so,
brought you
but
to
both kids are in
Chesterfield?
school now,
What brought you to Chesterfield from Los Angeles?
Well, I grew up here,
Mm.
so I actually bought my childhood home 2 years ago.
So you're a Parkway Central girl.
I am by Marquette,
By Marquette. Okay.
but
That
I went
is-
to Villa.
What a good story. What a
Okay,
great
grew up
story.
in Chesterfield, went to Villa, went out to L.A. So how
I
long?
started at Mizzou, actually. You were talking about the journalism school
Of
earlier.
course, I'm a
was
Mizzou guy.
The first class that they directly accepted into the J school, but I left after that, and I got some advice from a friend that was in radio, and he told me to go to a technical school, so that's how I ended in LA.
Man, you check all the boxes.
Okay, wait a
what are you doing for the rest of our lives?
Wait a second. Wait a second. So, how long were you in L.A. doing radio then?
About 2.5 years, and then I got the itch to finish school, so I came back here and I finished at Webster. With media communications.
Mm-hmm.
And are
And then
you?
I worked here for a little bit
well,
too.
what are you doing right now then?
Watering the plants around my pool.
No, not right this. Not right,
I can hear the birds.
We can hear the birds chirping.
not like right this minute.
I put you guys in my pocket and I water the plants.
So are you a stay-at-home mom then? Is that what I mean? Working mom
Yes,
and stay at
sir.
home? Okay. She just said yes, sir.
So are you into politics?
sorry to
are you
have
into
it.
Are you into politics? Do you like what's happening in your community? Do you talk a lot about that with your friends and whatnot? Have you ever thought about radio? What kind of radio do you listen to, I guess?
Yeah, no, I like what you guys do. A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You know, I do like the. I haven't been really so much into the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp thing, but entertainment's kind of cool. But yeah, no, Fox News is usually on in the background.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right.
What's upsetting you these days when it comes to politics or national stories, anything of that nature? Yes, this is an on-air interview.
I
Since
love
you
it.
called
This is
in.
great. She's nailing it so far.
Honestly, just because I have school-age kids, that's what's bothering me right now.
How old are your kids?
I have a 4th grader and a kindergartner.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, here's the big question. Do you like
Can you
Van
drive?
Halen
Can you
with-
drive to Lake St. Louis?
Yeah. Do you like Van Halen with Sammy Hagar?
I'm sorry, I missed that, Eric. What'd you say?
Do you? It's Chris.
Yeah,
do
the
you
guy don't
like?
sound like that.
Do you like Van Halen with Sammy Hagar?
I can't tell you that, to be honest. That's a little before me.
A little before. That's a
little
fair.
before.
That's
Okay.
a fair
Well,
answer.
Well, she's a millennial.
It's a fair answer. If I don't care that Billie Eilish says I don't know Van Halen, then I don't care if she doesn't know Van Halen. I'm okay with that. I'm all
I
right.
know plenty of older music. It's more like I could sing along. I couldn't necessarily tell you the name of the song.
Well, I consider Van Halen modern music, but what do I know? Anyway, go ahead, Vic.
I know
I
you
mean, they're
do.
playing my stuff from high school on oldie stations now,
Yeah.
so I get it.
Yeah. Classic rock.
Right.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking my call. I just thought I'd
Wait a minute,
say
you're
hi.
done with us
Wait a
already?
minute, I know.
This
Jeez.
interview isn't over
She's
yet.
like pushed herself away from the table. I'm out.
Are you interested? Are you interested?
I'm going to KMOX.
And are you interested?
Of
She-
course. I would
Huh.
love it.
All right,
Wait a
come on
second,
in
but
tomorrow then.
Can you make drives in the morning? Yeah, but you have kids. You have school age kids.
So bring them in.
Eric, they go to school, not in the summer, but they go to school.
When I was when I was in Seattle, Delilah brought her kids into the studios. Remember Delilah? Late
Yeah, I
night
remember
overnight.
Delilah.
Delilah. She brought her kids in. I thought she was going to kill them.
What?
She seems very laid back, but when the mics go off, she's like, "Put the soccer ball down."
So, if you say it's issues that get your kids, are you involved? So, are you aware of current events and things?
She just said she listens to Fox all the time.
Is that Fox 2 or Fox News or both?
Give her an example question. You're an interviewer. Go ahead.
Honestly, Vic, I don't watch you at night. My parents do though. I watch the Big Fox.
The Big Fox,
that's
like
all
Hannity.
The big
We're
fox.
Yeah.
Little Fox.
You're
I
little
get-
fox.
Vic is the little fox. Baby fox.
We're baby
Vic is the baby fox.
we are local. So
Yeah.
there you go.
El
You know-
Loco no Cabasso. Okay, cool. So go ahead, Vic. Make a call. I think she should just come in tomorrow. What are you doing for it?
Well, wait a
tomorrow?
second.
What do you mean, wait a
second.
What do you mean, wait a second?
Well, Chris is the person who does this. We're all kind of put on
Okay,
the spot. but
you're right. Chris, do you have any questions?
Do you? I mean, you would be able to come in every day.
Now you need to be able to take on John Parker. He's not easy on people. You've seen that, and you know that Mark Harris, Colin, whatever his name is, he's not.
Well, he
easy on
probably
people.
won't like her if she said she watched Fox News.
That's not our problem.
No, it's not. But you brought it up.
Exactly. Maybe she's a pit bull. Maybe she'll go after him like super hard. That would be awesome.
Do you see now Eric kind of shows up when he wants to?
Mm-hmm.
So could you be somewhere at the same time every day?
Yeah, I'm pretty punctual. It's just more the kids getting to school. So I can. They only open at 7:20. So as soon as I could get them there and head that way.
Solid.
Wait a minute, you drop your kids off at 7:20?
That's solid.
In Chesterfield, I guess?
That's solid.
Yeah.
You couldn't have scripted it any better, Vic.
What do you think right now of gas prices? Whose fault is it?
Just say it. Just say it.
Well, I think there's a lot of things involved, but I don't think that pulling stuff from our reserves is a good idea, or printing all this money. So I would have to say that usually that comes from the top, right?
I quit.
Yeah. What about?
I quit. She's gonna take my position.
Should we give? I'm going to the next level. Okay.
Oh, that was the
right.
baby level. Okay, go to another.
Should our country have given $40 billion to Ukraine when the United States really has no strategic interest in Ukraine?
Here we go. Light it up.
Oh, that's a tough one.
I know it is, but you keep answering when you go to the next level. It's like a game show.
Well, I do have sympathy for the people in Ukraine because it's not their fault.
Yep.
And if we can help, I do think that if you were to generalize the whole, like, let's just try to get them out of this situation and help these families that are stuck over there, the majority of people would say that they would put extra money towards that. And I think I would be part of that group.
Now, let me add on to that. So you have to have a board of directors that make sure that it doesn't go to corrupt purposes, correct? So if they spend $80,000 on a missile, we give them $80,000 for said missile, correct? We have to have a little oversight looking at $30 billion, $40 billion. So I just thought it would.
Every government, including ours.
Every single one. Exactly.
Okay,
right.
All right. So you've got.
Is there a third
kids.
level?
Would your husband allow you to do this?
Of course he would.
Of course. That's what she went to school for. She went to a Marconi school.
Let me ask you a question. What about COVID? How do you feel about Dr. Fauci?
There we go.
Fauci.
Oh, my gosh. I saw a really good TikTok the other day. This guy was saying how COVID was really good for comedians, and he listed, Dave Chappelle had a really good show. We had Fauci on every day. I thought that was great. He was a joke.
So you didn't wear a mask in your car driving alone. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no. I pointed those people out.
Okay. I think you've won the Facebook crowd over anyway. Right. That's for damn sure.
Oh, well, thank you. We were really lucky. My kids' school actually only had that March of 2019 till the end of the school year out, and then they went all last year in person. So
that's cool.
Cool. Are you allowed? Nah, I want to ask you that. Never mind. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about that.
Glenn Thompson says you're hired.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so are you willing to work for free?
What?
Can you get a little grit in your voice? Can you get a little bit more like mean sounding?
No.
Like let me hear you say, Joe Biden sucks.
Joe Biden.
Yes.
Oh my God! You didn't like you yelled over her.
No, I didn't. I heard it. I got it in my cans.
Yeah. But Joe says you don't want her to agree with everything. You need a different perspective. You said you've listened to our show a lot, right? Because you said you water your plants at the pool while you listen to us. Do you find yourselves ever disagreeing with any of us?
Oh yeah, no, I do because
Okay.
I do. I'm not. I would say there's probably a lot of people around my age that feel stuck because I don't fully feel like I'm 100% agree with everything with the Republicans or everything with the Democrats. But when you're forced to choose like that, it kind of puts you into a corner. But, I don't just want people taking my paycheck and giving it away. But at the same time, whatever my neighbor's doing is up to them. So
you're a you're one of us. Vic, we got to have her in here tomorrow.
I don't know.
Chris,
I don't make that.
We have to have her in here tomorrow. Make a decision on air. My God, you're flying a plane. You're about ready to land the
We
plane.
put her on the spot.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right. I guess I didn't ask her. She's like, actually, I got a hair appointment at 9:00.
You got 20 minutes to be here.
Do you think you could take out Tabitha Hassel if you guys were in like a Jello fight?
It.
If you were in a
Eric,
if you're a Jello wrestler,
Eric, and this is when HR shows
she's
up.
the
at
one
your
that brought it
doorstep.
up. She brought it up a long time ago. So
I've actually met Tabitha once, and I think it's funny that you call her the militant.
Midget.
What was it?
yeah, the militant midget.
She's
just short. She's just short. That
so
doesn't mean
it's kind of funny that we're both opposite. Mutt and Jeff.
What do you mean you're opposites?
Like you were saying, she's small, and I'm 6 foot. So.
She's 6 foot.
Okay.
Who's 6 foot?
Vic. She's 6 foot.
5'12".
She knows how to. She knows. Let's go, Brandon. She's nailed it. She went to a Marconi school. She was doing traffic in L.A. where you don't even have to do traffic in L.A. It's just like nothing's moving. We'll be back in half an hour.
No, the car chases are great. You got
Car
to get your
chases.
skills with
Yeah.
the car chase. Wait, how long ago did you have the radio gig in L.A.?
Let's see, 2005 to 2008 almost, and then I came back here, finished school, and then I worked here from 2010 to 2012.
So you seriously worked on the Bob and Tom show?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of a big show.
Yeah, unlike
well,
this.
I did the traffic.
Well, yeah, but your voice was heard on the Bob and Tom show.
hmm
Okay, that's kind of a big deal.
Okay.
Kind of a big deal.
Well, your voice was heard on the Fox 2 show over there with Mandy Murphy.
Yeah.
So you're kind of a big deal. Me and Chris, we're not
And you're
such a
talking
big
to
deal.
the #1 anchor in St. Louis.
I'm not okay. I'm
Oh,
not
that's
the number one
embarrassing.
anchor.
Don't do that to him.
Oh,
See
take
him
it.
blood.
Don't do that to him.
Okay.
Look at him
Take it,
blush.
Vic.
Look
If
at him
we
blush.
should, could you make it? Could you make it tomorrow?
What are you doing tomorrow?
Are we doing
Just
that,
have
Chris?
some fun.
Chris, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Hey, if she wants to come in tomorrow,
You want to come in here
so
tomorrow
be it.
and
It's Friday.
and see how it
Free for
goes?
all Friday?
You want to do that?
Why not?
There you
Give
go.
it a go.
All right.
We'll.
Yes,
yeah.
I like it.
Okay,
She
we'll get you
gave
the
us a
message on
why-not.
Facebook, or we'll get you directions.
See, the right answer-
on Facebook.
We'll get her
then.
number, talk to her after
Okay.
the show.
You should have said not just yes, but hell yes.
Well, hell yes.
There you go.
There
right
you go.
All right. Well, thanks
We'll
for
talk to you
calling
in a
in.
bit.
That's an on-air. That's an on-air interview, I guess.
She did great. Being put on the spot like that,
Yeah.
that's hard.
I feel sorry for Angela now because
Do
she
you?
didn't want to be here. It would be like me going and doing a show on basket weaving.
Damn, we forgot to ask her if she
I mean,
knows Peggy.
Oh, she have
Pull
to do
your
birth-
leggy.
she have to do birthdays.
No. No. You don't have to do Peggy.
No, you're gonna do it, Eric.
Birthdays?
You're gonna know Peggy and pull her leg every day at 9:01.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back with more of the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. It is the Edge.
Yes, we will.
I love these guys. They make funny with their mouths.
The Edge Morning Show.
Keep your resolution to quit cigarettes this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon. I Quit Vapor carries the salt nicotine systems, their latest juice flavors, and all of their pod systems. Let their staff explain why the salt nicotine system is so effective in helping you to quit cigarettes for good. It has a much smoother delivery and allows you to adjust the amount of nicotine intake. I Quit Vapor is still your one-stop shop for everything vapor. Keep your quit cigarette resolution this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
So you're not gonna want to miss this. The deals at Kohl's right now are beyond epic. I just got some new bath towels for $3 each. Found the cutest kids' outfits for only $5. And got myself some tees and tank tops for just $7. But the best part? You don't need any coupons. Can earn Kohl's cash and get it all with free store pickup. Looks like April showers bring the flowers and the savings. Select styles. Sale ends April 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Great care for children begins at Compass Health Network. Our Warrenton and Wentzville locations offer pediatric walk-in services, same-day appointments, and specialty care, so your children get the care they need, when, and how they need it. When it comes to children's health care, Compass Health Network is here for you and your family. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment, or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank & Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank & Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Shop in one place, O'Fallon Overhead Doors, for your residential and commercial garage doors and gates. As a locally owned, family-operated business, O'Fallon Overhead Doors provides 5-star service. Their technicians are not paid on commission, so they won't sell you something you don't need. Looking for a new door, a repair, or yearly maintenance? Call O'Fallon Overhead Doors on Continental Drive in Wentzville, 272-2722. Showroom open weekdays 8 till 4:30. Free estimates on new doors. Visit O'FallonOverheadDoors.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
and Doug. And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb.
All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs.
Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Chris just said we're expanding to a third hour now.
Let's do it.
Which would be my second.
Would the third hour be from 10 to 11, or would it be from 7 to 8?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's a
What do
good
you
question.
think? Could Vic get up at 5:30 in the
Oh,
morning?
dear God. What? As long as I have time to go back and sleep.
There's no reason for that.
Yeah.
Great show today.
Well, it was a different show.
Yeah.
You just never know. We have a rough, loose plan sometimes. You know, we have some guests and we'll go from there. So we appreciate you joining us. The fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. It was fast, entertaining. So tomorrow, I guess Crystal Cooper will be in.
Good. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll see. We do have fun tomorrow. Thanks again to
Maybe the Militant Midget will show up.
Thanks.
It's all Eric's fault.
Oh, man, maybe. Well, thanks to Tabitha Hassel for answering her phone.
That's right.
She did not know. I don't know if she knew she was on live, but Eric just kind of threw that on her.
It was
Eric,
fun.
come
Gotta
on.
have fun.
And we'll see you for Fox 2 News at 5 and 9 tonight.
What color top?
Whatever color you guys want me to wear.
Orange.
No, that's an Angela's
Stop
color.
that.
What's wrong with you?
I had to say.
Isn't there a Blues game tonight?
Yeah, I could do
There
yellow
is a blue.
tonight.
Do yellow, man.
Yellow?
I'll do yellow. Yeah, I'll do yellow again. I got a yellow tab everywhere. I'll wear yellow tonight.
Yellow sounds good.
Have an awesome day.
We'll talk to everybody tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock.